Good morning, class. Today we are going to start our first chapter of chemistry, some basic concept of chemistry. So, in this chapter, we start our syllabus from the laws of chemical combination. Clear? So, let us start with the laws of chemical combination. So, before starting the laws of chemical combination, we have to understand what is a chemical reaction and what is the chemical combination. Clear? So, what is the chemical reaction? As we know that when a reactant or react together to form a product is known a chemical reaction. That means the transformation of reactant is known chemical reaction. Clear? That means the combination of these reactant is known the chemical combination. Clear? And form the product. Clear? So what is the laws of chemical combination? That means some chemical substances are combining together. Some chemical substances are combining together to form a new product is known the chemical combination, yeah, either chemical reaction. Clear? So how they are combining together and how they are forming new product, these all conclusion is known laws of chemical combination. So first of all, we have the first law of chemical combination is the law of conservation of masses. So what is this? During any physical and chemical change, the total mass of the product is equal to the total mass of the reactant. That means the A plus B is giving C plus D. That means the total mass of A plus B is equal to total mass of C plus D. क्लियर? दैट मीन आप कह सकते हैं लॉ ऑफ कंजर्वेशन ऑफ मास के अंदर कि रिएक्टेंट का जितना मास होगा उतना ही इक्वल मास किसका होगा, प्रोडक्ट का भी होगा. क्लियर? दैट मीन द नंबर ऑफ मोल ऑफ रिएक्टेंट इज ऑलवेज इक्वल टू नंबर ऑफ मोल ऑफ प्रोडक्ट. जितने नंबर ऑफ मोल्स आप रिएक्टेंट के यूज कर रहे हैं उतने ही नंबर ऑफ मोल ऑफ प्रोडक्ट आपको मिलेंगे, उतने ही नंबर ऑफ मोल्स आपको मिलेंगे प्रोडक्ट के. So this is called the law of conservation of masses. That means in this law, the LHS is always equal to RHS. Yeah, you can say the mass is neither be created nor be destroyed. It will be changed to one form to another form. So this is known the law of conservation of masses. And this is the first law of chemical combination. Clear? Second law we have law of constant composition or definite proportion. Clear? As we know from the name, definite proportion or constant composition. That means किसी chemical reaction के अंदर जो आपका substance generate हो रहा होगा उसका जो proportion होगा, उसका जो composition होगा वो कैसा होगा, constant होगा. So what is law of constant composition? A pure chemical compound always contain same element, contain same element combined together in the same definite proportion by the weight, or a given compound always contains same element in the same proportion. Clear? That means, for example, we are taking the carbon dioxide can be obtained by a number of methods, but it contains carbon and oxygen element in the ratio 3:8 by weight. That means आपके पास कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड है, कार्बन हैविंग the 12 gram mass and oxygen having the 16 gram. Clear? So C plus O2 having CO2. C contain 12 and O2 contain 1 O contain 16 and 2 O2 contain the 32, and the simple whole ratio is 3:8. So the law of constant proportion is saying that जो आपका कंपाउंड होगा उसका कंपोजिशन कैसा होगा, सेम होगा, चाहे आपने उसको कहीं से भी ऑब्टेन किया हो, चाहे आपने उसको कहीं से भी प्राप्त किया हो. Second case, the CaCO3 calcium carbonate is react with the HCl and forming the same CO2 and having the same composition 3:8. And the same manner, sodium hydrogen carbonate again reacting to giving the CO2, and this CO2 also have the same composition by 3:8. Clear? That means in general you have a chemical compound having the same composition, doesn't matter where from you are getting this one. Clear? That means the second and easy example we have the S2. The S2 have the ratio is 1:8. That means the S2 contain 2 gram and O contain the 16 gram. Clear? So ratio is 2:16. That means the 1:8. क्लियर? दैट मीन ये वाटर आपके घर का हो या मेरे घर का हो या किसी तालाब का, किसी नदी का या किसी समुंदर का हो, तो उसका कंपोजिशन हमेशा कितना होगा? 1:8 होगा. दैट मीन उसके अंदर 2H होंगे एंड 1O होगा. सो दिस इज नोन द लॉज ऑफ कांस्टेंट कंपोजिशन और डेफिनेट proportion. Now there are some limitations of law of constant composition. What are they? The first, this law is failed when where the first limitation is the compound is obtained by using the different isotopes of combining element. Combining element. What is this? The compound is obtained by using different isotopes of the combining element. What is the isotopes? Isotopes are those which have the same atomic number but different atomic masses. That means you have the 1H1, 1S2 and 1H3. In the same manner, carbon having the 3 isotopes, the C12, C13 and the C14. So when CO2 is formed from C12, the ratio in between C and O is 12:32. But when is obtained from C14 isotopes, the ratio is 14:32. That means the ratio will be changed when you are obtaining a substance from their isotopes. Clear? आपने CO2 को प्राप्त किया C12 आइसोटोप से and this CO2 is obtained from the C14 isotopes. In both the cases you have the different masses. Clear? But constant proportion तो ये कहता था हम लोगों से कि आपका जो मास का कॉम्बिनेशन होगा वो क्या होगा? हमेशा सेम होगा, कांस्टेंट होगा. बट हियर इज this is failed where compound is obtained by using different isotopes of the combining element. So this is the first limitation of this law. Now second limitation of this law is the element may combine in the same ratio but compound formed may be different. The compounds C2H5OH and CH3OCH3 both have the same molecular formula. Same molecular formula they have. The ratio of C, H and O is 24, 6 and 16 or 12, 3 and 8. Thus, the inverse law is not correct in these cases. That means आगे से तो सही आ रहा है बट आप जैसे पीछे से आगे को जा रहे हैं, so this law is fail in this manner. So these are two limitations of law of constant proportion. Now third and very important law we have the law of multiple proportion. Clear? So what is this? When two elements combine to form more than one compound. Clear? So first is when two elements are combined to form more than one compound, then the masses of one of the element which combine with the fixed mass of the other element are in the simple whole number रेशियो. ये लो आपसे सिंपल ये बोलता है कि जब दो किन्हीं एलिमेंट को आप कंबाइन करते हैं और वो दो एलिमेंट एक या एक से ज़्यादा प्रोडक्ट को फॉर्म करता है, तो उस केस में क्या करेंगे आप? देन द मास ऑफ द वन एलिमेंट, ठीक है, देन द मासेस ऑफ द वन एलिमेंट विच कंबाइन विद द फिक्स मास ऑफ द अदर एलिमेंट. दैट मीन आपके पास जो दो एलिमेंट होंगे उनमें से एक का मास हमेशा क्या रहेगा? फिक्स रहेगा और दूसरे का मास क्या करेगा? वेरी करेगा. दूसरे का मास वेरी करेगा. सो जो आपका फिक्स मास का एलिमेंट है वो आपने फिक्स रखना है, उसे डिस्टर्ब नहीं करना है. बट जो डिफरेंट मास का एलिमेंट है तो उनका जो रेशियो होगा वो कैसा होगा? सिंपल होल रेशियो होगा. क्लियर? सो दिस इज नोन द लॉ ऑफ मल्टीपल proportion. How? Suppose you have the hydrogen plus oxygen giving water and second hydrogen plus oxygen giving hydrogen peroxide H2O2. the first line of this law, when two elements combine to form more than one compound, so they are forming more than one compound, then the mass of the one element which fixed with the mass of the other element. So mass of this S2 is fixed, 2 is here, 2 is here, clear, with fixed mass of the other element are in the same या सिंपल होल नंबर रेशियो. देखिए यहाँ पर S2 है आपके पास, हेयर S2 ऑल्सो 2 ग्राम S2, 2 ग्राम S2, बट हेयर इज ऑक्सीजन 16 ग्राम, हेयर इज ऑक्सीजन 32 ग्राम. सो दीज ऑक्सीजन आर वेरिंग एंड दीज आर द फिक्स वन. सो जो वेरी कर रहा होगा उनका सिंपल रेशियो कैसा होना चाहिए, होल नंबर होना चाहिए. सो 16 ग्राम 32 ग्राम, द रेशियो इज 1:2. The ratio is 1:2. Here is 16 gram, here is 32 gram. So ratio is 1:2. That means जो फिक्स होगा उसे डिस्टर्ब नहीं करना है, जो वेरी कर रहा है उसका हम लोग क्या लेंगे, रेशियो लेंगे. वो कैसा आना चाहिए, होल सिंपल होल नंबर रेशियो आना चाहिए. That means this law is verified. Clear? Some cases you will find the next when these two masses are the same and the one mass is different. So we have to change the masses according to our question. So we'll do this one after one. Clear? Now next law we have Gay-Lussac law of combining volume. Clear? So first of all, this Gay-Lussac law is only for the gases. So according to this law, the ratio between the volume of gases, a reactant and the product can be expressed in the simple whole नंबर. दैट मीन ये लॉ सिंपल आपसे इतना बोलता है कि जो आपका रिएक्टेंट होगा और जो प्रोडक्ट होगा उनका जो रेशियो होगा वो कैसा होगा, सिंपल होल नंबर होगा. उनका रेशियो कैसा होगा, सिंपल होल नंबर होगा. फॉर एग्जांपल्स, द वन वॉल्यूम ऑफ हाइड्रोजन इज कंबाइनिंग विद द वन वॉल्यूम ऑफ क्लोरीन टू गिविंग 2 वॉल्यूम ऑफ हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड HCl. दैट मीन एक वॉल्यूम आप H2 ले रहे हैं, एक वॉल्यूम आप क्लोरीन ले रहे हैं, एंड यू आर गेटिंग the 2 volume of HCl. So ratio is 1:2, simple whole number ratio. Clear? Second examples, the 2 volume of hydrogen is combining with 1 volume of oxygen to giving 2 volume of water. So ratio is 2:1:2. And next example is 1 volume of nitrogen is combining 3 volume of hydrogen to giving 2 volume of ammonia. That means the ratio is again 1:3:2. So these are having the simple whole number ratio. Clear? So this is the Gay-Lussac law, the very simple law of Gay-Lussac. That means according to this law, the ratio between the volume of gases reactant and the product can be expressed in the simple whole number. Clear? That means जो reactant है आपके पास, जो product है, उनका जो आप रेशियो निकाल रहे हैं वो कैसा है आपका, सिंपल होल नंबर रेशियो है. क्लियर? सो दिस इज योर लॉज ऑफ केमिकल कॉम्बिनेशन. सो वी डिस्कस्ड हियर द लॉ ऑफ कंजर्वेशन ऑफ मास, द लॉ ऑफ कांस्टेंट प्रपोर्शन, द लॉ ऑफ मल्टीपल प्रपोर्शन, एंड द लास्ट द Gay-Lussac law of combining volume. So these are the 4 laws we have in our syllabus. So this is the laws of chemical combination.